There's this moment. Maybe it happens when you're trying to open a jar that used to twist off like nothing. Or you reach up to grab something from a cabinet and your arm trembles a little more than you expected. Maybe it's when you stumble just a bit stepping off the curb and suddenly you wonder, when did this get harder? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Aging has a way of sneaking up on us, not in big dramatic ways, but in these quiet shifts. Your body, which once felt like an effortless machine, begins to feel uncertain, slower, weaker. And if you've noticed that, it's not just your imagination, it's your muscles calling out for help. What most people don't realize is that this loss of strength, that creeping fatigue, isn't just getting older. It's the early signs of a hidden condition that affects nearly every adult over 50. It's called sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength, and it can begin as early as your 40s. By the time you're in your 70s, you could lose up to half the muscle you had in your youth. Half. Now, that's not just about lifting boxes or climbing stairs. This is about your independence, your confidence, your ability to live on your terms. Sarcopenia has been linked to falls, fractures, and hospitalizations. It steals mobility, it shortens lifespan. But here's what the headlines never tell you. This isn't inevitable. Science has discovered something remarkable. Certain foods, everyday fruits you've likely walked past in the grocery store 100 times, hold the key to slowing, even reversing, this muscle-wasting process. That's right, fruits, not pills, not powders, nature's own antidote to age-related muscle loss. Let's start with something sweet, juicy, and deceptively powerful: watermelon. You might know watermelon as a summer snack, a refreshing slice on a hot day. But inside that bright red flesh lies a compound called citrulline. When your body digests it, it turns into arginine, which boosts your nitric oxide levels, essentially opening up your blood vessels, improving circulation, and sending more oxygen and nutrients to your muscles. This isn't just theory. A 2020 study published in Nutrients showed that older adults who consumed citrulline experienced a 22% increase in upper body strength after just 8 weeks. That's huge. And watermelon doesn't stop there. It's also rich in lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that fights chronic inflammation, one of the silent culprits behind muscle degeneration. Seniors with higher lycopene levels were found to have significantly more muscle mass and better overall strength. It's not a supplement, it's a fruit. It's accessible, and if you're not slicing into one regularly, you're missing out on a simple, delicious way to nourish your strength. Blend it into a smoothie with a splash of lime juice and sea salt for electrolytes. Eat it chilled before your morning walk. Just keep it fresh, raw, and consistent. Now, imagine something even smaller, darker, and packed with surprising power: blackberries. These little berries might not look like muscle medicine, but they're loaded with polyphenols, especially anthocyanidins, which give them their deep color and antioxidant punch. Oxidative stress, the imbalance caused by free radicals in your body, is a major contributor to muscle breakdown as we age. Anthocyanidins help stop that damage before it starts. They shield your muscle cells, reduce inflammation, and support natural repair. In one study, seniors with diets high in polyphenols had 34% better muscle function and greater muscle mass retention. That's not a coincidence. That's chemistry working in your favor. Blackberries are also packed with vitamin C, which your body needs to produce collagen. And collagen isn't just for skin. It's crucial for keeping your muscles, tendons, and joints flexible and strong. Combine that with their natural fiber, which helps regulate blood sugar and prevent insulin resistance, a hidden enemy of muscle integrity, and you've got a powerful little fruit with big-time benefits. Stir them into overnight oats, mix them with Greek yogurt and crushed walnuts for breakfast. Drop them in a smoothie with spinach and banana. It's not about fancy diets, it's about building simple habits that quietly transform your body over time. And now, let's talk about something creamy, subtle, maybe sitting on your kitchen counter right now. Avocados. Yes, they're a fruit, And yes, they're a secret weapon against muscle loss. Avocados are packed with monounsaturated fats, the good kind that supports heart health and reduces systemic inflammation. Better blood flow means more nutrients reaching your muscles, more repair, more growth. But here's the kicker. Avocados are one of the richest natural sources of potassium, even more than bananas. That matters because potassium is critical for muscle contraction and preventing fatigue. One avocado gives you nearly 1,000 milligrams of potassium. That's 28% of your daily needs in one creamy green package. They also deliver magnesium, which supports nerve function, vitamin D activation, and protein synthesis. In a long-term study, seniors with higher magnesium intake had better walking speed and lower risk of sarcopenia. So smash half an avocado on toast, sprinkle sea salt, maybe a touch of olive oil, and you've just made yourself a muscle repair meal. No effort, no fuss. And hey, if you found this helpful so far, if something in this has made you pause and think, maybe it's not too late to rebuild, this is what we do at Calm Voice Wellness. We make it simple, we connect the dots. If that's something you value, we'd love for you to hit that subscribe button right now. Because your journey doesn't have to be a lonely one, and we're here to walk with you, one calm voice at a time. Now close your eyes for a moment and picture a bowl of bright red cherries, tart, not sweet, with a bold, almost lemony kick. These are tart cherries, specifically the Montmorency variety, and they're not just tasty, they're medicine in disguise. Tart cherries are loaded with anthocyanins, melatonin, quercetin, and chlorogenic acid, compounds known for their anti-inflammatory and muscle repair benefits. In a recent study, seniors who drank tart cherry juice daily for 12 weeks experienced a 15% improvement in isometric strength. That's the kind of strength that helps you get up from a chair, hold yourself steady on stairs, or maintain posture. Even better, they naturally help you sleep. The melatonin in tart cherries promotes deeper, more restorative rest, which is when your body releases growth hormone and repairs muscle. That's not just theory, that's biology. So whether it's a glass of pure tart cherry juice, a handful of dried cherries in your oatmeal, or a fresh batch when they're in season, you're feeding your body what it craves most: peace, rest, and the building blocks of strength. And finally, the humble prune. The one fruit most people joke about for digestion might just be your greatest ally against sarcopenia. Dried plums, prunes, are rich in boron, a trace mineral that helps regulate the sex hormones testosterone and estrogen. Both are essential for maintaining muscle mass as you age. A 2022 study showed that women who ate 5 to 6 prunes a day for 6 months had significantly higher grip strength, better mobility, and reduced muscle degradation markers. That's right, prunes. They also contain chlorogenic acid, vitamin K, potassium, and magnesium. This combination supports bone-muscle communication, energy metabolism, and muscle contraction. Weak bones lead to weaker muscles, and vice versa. Prunes support both, silently, steadily, every day. Eat them soaked overnight with a few almonds. Blend them into a smoothie. Sprinkle cinnamon for an extra anti-inflammatory kick. 4 to 5 a day. That's it. That's the dose. If you've ever watched a grandparent struggle to get out of a chair or felt the helplessness of needing both hands to rise from the couch, you know exactly what we're fighting against. It's not just about muscle, it's about dignity. Every ounce of strength you preserve is a piece of your independence you get to keep. And when something as simple as a fruit can help you hold on to that, it's worth taking seriously. But even fruits, nature's secret medicine, can only take you so far without support. Your muscles also need quality building blocks. That's where certain everyday foods come in, turning a good foundation into a complete strategy for strength and recovery. Let's start with something humble, cold, and creamy: Greek yogurt. At first glance, it might seem like just another breakfast choice. But for seniors working to rebuild lost muscle, Greek yogurt is a powerhouse. It contains both casein and whey, two high-quality proteins that your body absorbs at different rates. Whey goes to work fast, feeding your muscles immediately. Casein, on the other hand, digests slowly, delivering a steady stream of amino acids over time. That's especially valuable while you sleep, when your body is quietly repairing itself. What makes Greek yogurt even more effective is its richness in leucine, an amino acid directly responsible for triggering muscle protein synthesis. In fact, studies have shown that older adults who consume more dairy protein have significantly better muscle retention, even without intense exercise. 1 cup of Greek yogurt gives you around 17 to 20 grams of protein, plus calcium and gut-friendly probiotics to improve nutrient absorption. It's simple, affordable, and versatile. Eat it after a morning walk, mix it with berries and chia seeds, or enjoy a cup before bed to fuel overnight recovery. It's not just food, it's quiet resilience in a bowl. Now, if I told you there was a single item in your fridge that packs 9 essential amino acids, choline for brain-muscle communication, and vitamin D for skeletal strength, and it only costs cents per serving, what would you guess? Eggs. Eggs are nature's perfect muscle food. 1 egg contains about 6 grams of complete protein and a powerful combo of nutrients many older adults are missing. Choline supports the communication between your brain and muscles, keeping your movements coordinated and responsive. Vitamin D helps with calcium absorption and muscle strength, and the protein itself is easy to digest, especially valuable for aging digestive systems that don't process food quite as efficiently as before. A study from McMaster University showed that older adults who consumed eggs after exercising had significantly higher rates of muscle protein synthesis than those who had carbs alone. That means every boiled, scrambled, or poached egg is like a miniature recovery agent, rebuilding, restoring, and reviving. Eggs also bring peace of mind. They're predictable, familiar, and comforting. And sometimes healing begins with something as simple as cracking open a reminder of your own strength. Now picture a fillet of salmon, sizzling gently in olive oil, or a can of sardines tucked into a lunchtime salad. Fatty fish are one of the most overlooked but most effective tools in the battle against sarcopenia. Why? Because they're full of omega-3 fatty acids, especially EPA and DHA fats that actively reduce inflammation and protect muscle mass. Inflammation is like a slow burn inside your body, chipping away at strength day after day. Omega-3s are the water that puts out that fire, but it goes further. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who took omega-3 supplements in combination with resistance training saw more muscle and strength gains than those who trained without it. That's huge. Just adding fish to your diet twice a week is enough to tip the balance in your favor. Salmon also brings protein, vitamin B12, and selenium, all of which contribute to muscle recovery, nerve health, and cellular repair. Grill it with turmeric. Bake it with rosemary. Keep it simple but consistent. And now for something plant-based but equally potent, lentils. Half a cup of cooked lentils contains around 9 grams of protein, plus iron, magnesium, and zinc, all crucial for muscle metabolism. Unlike many plant foods, lentils deliver protein in a low-fat, low-sodium form, making them ideal for older adults with blood pressure or cholesterol concerns. They're also high in fiber, which doesn't just help digestion, it helps regulate insulin. That matters because insulin sensitivity directly impacts how efficiently your muscles absorb nutrients. When insulin signaling is strong, your muscle cells soak up amino acids and glucose, fueling repair and growth. When it's weak, muscle loss accelerates. Lentils help keep that door open. Toss them into stews. Stir them into brown rice. Add them cold to a Mediterranean salad with cucumbers, parsley, and olive oil. They're hearty, grounding, and quietly powerful. And finally, perhaps the most well-known muscle food of all, chicken breast. Lean, versatile, and protein-packed, chicken breast is a gold standard recovery food. Just 3 ounces contain over 25 grams of complete protein, enough to spark the muscle repair process all on its own. But there's more than just protein here. Chicken also provides niacin and selenium, nutrients that support metabolic health and protect muscle cells from oxidative stress. That means your muscles don't just grow stronger, they last longer. They hold up against the wear and tear of daily life. In one study, older adults with the highest intake of lean poultry had the lowest rates of sarcopenia, even if they didn't follow an intense exercise program. That's how impactful diet alone can be. Bake it, grill it, slice it cold over greens, spice it with garlic or turmeric for an anti-inflammatory boost. Just keep it real, no fried breading, no hidden sodium. Just clean fuel for a body that deserves to thrive. When you bring all these pieces together, the watermelon for circulation, the blackberries for antioxidant power, the avocado for potassium, the cherries for recovery, the prunes for hormonal balance, and you support them with Greek yogurt, eggs, fatty fish, lentils, and chicken, you're giving your body the full blueprint to rebuild, to reclaim strength, to wake up each morning a little steadier, a little stronger, and a little more like yourself. This isn't about becoming 20 again. It's about being fully you at 60, 70, 80, and beyond. It's about walking without fear, standing without help, living without limits. And if that's a future you want to create, you're not alone. We're building this journey together here on Calm Voice Wellness, one day at a time, with food, knowledge, and community. If you haven't already, I'd love for you to subscribe. We share simple, science-backed guidance that helps you nourish not just your body, but your confidence, your independence, your spirit. Tap that button and join us. Because your body is listening, let's feed it well. And as you sit with all of this, maybe sipping a warm cup of tea, maybe reflecting on your own journey, you might be thinking, can I really rebuild what I've lost? Can I feel strong again? Yes, you can. Because your body, even now, is listening. It's adapting. It's healing. Every choice you make, every fruit you slice, every egg you scramble, every moment you decide to nourish instead of neglect, sends a message. A message that says, I'm not done yet. A message that says, I choose to live fully. Maybe strength won't come in one giant leap, but it will return in quiet ways. In the steadiness of your gait, in the ease of rising from your bed, in the confidence you feel when reaching for something high without a second thought. And those quiet victories, they are everything. At Calm Voice Wellness, we believe healing doesn't have to be loud to be powerful. Sometimes it begins in the kitchen. Sometimes it begins with breath. And sometimes it begins with the decision to no longer accept weakness as your destiny. This isn't a quick fix. This is a quiet revolution. One piece of fruit, one powerful meal, one loving choice at a time. So here's what I want you to remember. Watermelon improves circulation and feeds your muscles oxygen and life. Blackberries shield your cells from silent damage and inflammation. Avocados restore your electrolyte balance and repair at the cellular level. Tart cherries ease pain, improve sleep, and rebuild strength from the inside out. And prunes? They awaken the hormones that protect you from slipping further into frailty. Then layer in your protein allies, Greek yogurt, eggs, lentils, fatty fish, and lean chicken. These are your builders, your protectors, your foundation. Eat these consistently, not perfectly, not obsessively, but lovingly with intention. And give yourself time. You didn't lose your strength in a day, and you won't gain it back overnight. But every meal is a step. Every bite is a message, and your body hears you. Now, if this video brought you comfort, if it gave you something real to hold on to, a path forward, a moment of clarity, please take a second to subscribe. It helps us reach more people who, like you, are searching for strength without shame. Healing without hype, truth without noise. That's what Calm Voice Wellness is here for. Let's grow stronger together. Let's walk into aging with open eyes, with soft hearts, and with powerful steps. You're not broken, you're becoming. And we'll be right here every step of the way. Thank you for being here. Take care of your body, take care of your spirit. And as always, be gentle with yourself.